Hi, this is JP. I'm just going to see if this is working or not. I hope it is. We have been ruled, schooled, and fooled. Ruled, schooled, and fooled about who we are and about what we are. From the very, very beginning. It's always been. Because if you can't baffle them with your bullshit, you might as well give them a damn good lie. Man, oh man. I mean, it's funny how people who are trying to fool us and who are ruling us and who are trying to school us and how we can be fooled by them. It's interesting to me how they've come up with, some of their things. I mean, come on. I mean, the last time I checked, it says that we're all sons and daughters of God. Last time I checked. Could be wrong. Maybe some of you aren't. There's where the rub comes. You see? The power of saying, oh, you're different than me. You're not us. We need to get rid of you. So I can take your possessions. I got news for all of the rich people in the world. You can't take it with you. And when you die, if you haven't done something with it to help others, or if you haven't done something to help others along the way, except yourself, you, my friend, are at risk. You're at risk of having to pay for what you didn't do when you had the chance right down here. That's the truth. That's the truth. Now, it's all part of God's game. I mean, let's face it. Every creature on the face of the earth can make their own dwellings, except us. So he knows you have to have a house to put your head in. That's why I think Christ was probably a real estate broker in Israel at the time. Makes sense. You start to read his scripture, you start to hear all these passages about land and property and orchards and making water into wine. It's all about that. So, what they're trying to hide is those who are ruling, who are buying off the schooling, are the ones that can't answer this question. And here's the same one I want you to think about. How come all this higher education? How come there's no classes on love? How come there's no classes on thought? Could it be that they, them, those, everything out there trying to tell you what's right when they know what you're leaving off? I mean, they've done such a great job of advertising and marketing to us that they fool us to actually believe that you're not two-handed. No, this one just holds stuff. He's a holder. The other one's a strong one. They've actually convinced us of that. And yet, that's not us. Because when you lose your power and your ability to love your own us, you, my friend, are ready to be broken down. You will break down. You'll have breakdowns. You'll have a heart attack. You have a stroke. You have an aneurysm. You have all kinds of things because you're not balanced. And by the way, strokes and aneurysms and all that is caused by lack of blood supply or blockage of blood supply, which includes and is usage of yourself. Every time you use yourself, you're helping yourself. Yes, us. Yes, us. Yes, us. Be us. Become us. 402 years ago, the Hebrew language, the Hebrew rulers at that time, put in the letter J. And then, instead of it being yes, us. It became gee, us. Almost a question. They weren't Jews, they were U's, Y-E-W's, not J-E-W's. They even changed their own name, changed their own system. And that's why they've gotten so many things that have happened to them. Because they changed God's laws. That's wrong. Okay, what laws am I talking about? How about the laws of money? The Jewish people, the Yiddish people, the Yiddish people. No, it's not the Jewish. It's not Jewish. It's not the Yiddish. It's the Jews. The ones that came in after 402 years ago and started being money launderers and crooks. Because they avoided to use the 7-year Minch law. Now check this out. In Jewish and Hebrew tradition, let's say you came to me and you had a project that you wanted to do. And I had the money. I said, okay, I'll loan it to you. You've got to give me so much money back. And I've got to get all my money back within 7 years. That's all. So no loans are over a 7-year period. If there was any length of time, it was the 7-year, called the 7-year itch today, but it was the Minch. The year of the Minch. Now, what does that mean? At the year of the Minch, if you didn't pay me back in that 7th year, you didn't pay me back my money that you said you were going to, I just don't mention it again. I walk away from the debt. I walk away from you owing me money. I just walk away from it. I don't mention it again. Now, will I loan you money again? No, probably not. Or would anyone else loan you money? No, probably not. So you've got a great deal to lose if you didn't perform. But if you didn't perform, we just don't mention it anymore. And that's the way the loans are supposed to be. Now, instead of that, they come after you, they try and get everything they can from you. No, that's the Jewish way, not the Jewish way. That's not the us way of the way the scriptures actually were written. So I ask people, is Christ left or right-handed? And you always get various responses depending on the educational value of the person and what they place on that, the context of that question. And whatever answer they said, you know that they're not into us. They don't know who us is. They know he was right, he was left, he was us. Us. Use us, love us. That's the only us you got. Yes, us. Yes, us. Yes, us is a phrase that powers your body, soul, and mind up. And every cell in your body says, thank you. You're saying yes, us to me. Yes, us, you're saying it. Huh? That's the power of us. That's what the rulers, the schoolers, and the foolers never tell us. And that's the passage and the words of Christ, correctly stated. So, use your us, love your us, and start following the pattern of an us life at last us. This is J.P. Elliott. Thank you. All right.